subverting fan expectations is something that I'm going to be hitting on a little bit later in the show too when I talk about my scene, but how it seems like you had a strong reaction to Jacqueline highlighting Broom Kid as one of the home runs that Josh Hamilton.
Let me make sure I set it up though. This is the very end scene. One of the little kids has basically been beaten up. He's one of the like fixing the casino Greyhound racetrack things. And, you know, he just walks out. He makes a little motion and you can see that the broom jumps into his hand rather than him picking it up. And then he just stands there with his resistance ring, looking up into the stars saying, I got next. I'm sorry.
Any of us could be Broom Kid. Any of us.
I lived for that. I lived for that moment. It added democracy to the Force, which I think it needed.
Hal, you can't summon a broom with the Force. Why?
Well, I mean, I'm not a Jedi, nor am I a Sith. I'm a Muggle. To mix metaphors here, but I like the sentiment of Broom Kid, but again, in execution, I found it cloying. I found it totally sappy. And here's my interpretation of Broom Kid. Star Wars babies, they're gonna use the Force and gonna be Jedis. Star Wars babies, it's the next generation setting up movies. Star Wars babies, I'm doing the Muppet Baby theme song, but singing about Star Wars and scene.
It's a great,
I found
great
it really
Muppet Babies theme song, and Muppet Babies.
That's a great theme song.
The best 22
classic.
minutes of television history is the Muppet Baby Star Wars episode, but I digress, Hal.
Yeah, I found it cloying, pandering, I didn't like it that much. Also, but I appreciate what Jacqueline was saying about Rian Johnson doing his Star Wars movie the same way that everyone knows Ryan is spelled R-Y-A-N and he spells it R-I-A-N. Some people say Star Wars films should be made this way, and he's like, nope, just how I spell my name, all fakakta. I'm going to make this movie the way I wants to make it.
Rian Johnson, in stand-up comedy terms, is the comedian who is going to go on stage and is going to make all of the comics in the back of the room laugh. And if the audience that is there happens to enjoy the show, great, but it's not necessarily for you. He doesn't take it as far.
He's Mitch Hedberg.
He is a Hedberg. He's a Patrice O'Neill. He's not so far that he's Andy Kaufman, where he's just trying to alienate and get a rise out of them regardless. But he made a movie where it challenged what the audience thought they knew about Star Wars.